Speaking of adversity, Bears, Bengals. What an absolute wild game, wild finish. The Bengals and Joe Flacco, in place of Joe Burrow, throwing to all those weapons, had one of the most impressive weekends of any quarterback that you could have, let alone somebody who's 40-plus years old, as he went off for 470 yards passing in the game, and what you thought was going to be an unbelievable comeback story. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but you forgot who was playing on the other side of the ball for the Cincinnati Bengals, because in a game where they missed 15 tackles, including about 5 on the final play of the game when Caleb Williams found his tight end, Colston Loveland, for the game-winning touchdown, where he just went by. I mean, there was 3 or 4 Browns that pinballed him. Yeah, absolutely had the opportunity to make the play, and they did not. An embarrassing display of defense for the Bengals, which to me is the most egregious roster violation out there, because even before the season, we knew it was an issue, and you were wasting Joe Burrow's talent. Then when he gets down, you're wasting an offense that has weapons all over the field. And the frustration from some of the players on the Bengals locker room was loud. Here's a couple of them. Here is Chase Brown talking about the defense.
Fourth quarter, you scored 2 touchdowns in like a minute of game time. What goes through your mind when you score that second touchdown and take the lead?
Defense get a stop.
We just got to play complementary football. Like, we put the ball in the end zone and go up a point at the end, finish the game. Like, just end it.
Any of the leaders on the offense, is it good to get on the defense or stay in your lane?
I'm going to stay in my lane. I don't want no defensive player come and chew me out about what the doing.
Like, that's it. Like, that's what we need to do. Just end the game. Like,
so we got Jamar Chase and we got Chase Brown.
Can you tell who's the veteran there?
Oh, yeah. You can tell. But see, so we had a little bit of this issue going on when I was on the Giants. Our defense was lights out and the offense was not. And there were times when we were winning, everybody's happy. You know, it's like, hey, we can deal around it. But then my second year starting, you noticed some frustration. And I noticed the frustration from some of the defensive players. So I would almost go over there during the game and be like, hey, man, we're trying, like almost apologizing. Hey, we're trying to get our bleep together. Just hang with us. Like, keep getting the stops. Keep doing what you're doing. That is concerning, though, if you're the head coach, Zach Taylor, if you're seeing that much dissension, because it still is a team sport. And granted, there is some segregation between offense and defense. And when you see a team that is this completely opposite, one, the offensive side is putting up massive numbers and the defense is as bad as what you saw from the Bengals, it can become an issue. And I think without the lack of leadership with a guy like Joe Burrow to kind of calm people down after the game, I think you're seeing people just kind of let their emotions get the best of them right after a game.
Yeah, that's a massive problem. And all you're asking for is just show up a little bit, right, for the defense. You don't need to. You understand you have so much firepower on that Cincinnati offense that if you just stay close, these guys are going to have a shot to win games for you, to steal games from you. You saw it. You put 42 up, you got to win. Right? And yeah, it's getting ugly there. You're 100% right. That's something that a lot of people I don't think do know. Like, they realize that everybody is a teammate. But I mean, you spend so much time with your offense and your position group and blah, blah, blah. I always tended to gravitate towards I had a couple friends on defense, but you always tend to gravitate towards the guys you're with the most. So you don't realize it. In every other sport, you're with each other because everybody plays both.
Yep.
This is the one where the locker room, you're absolutely right. They could be very cliquey and very segregated, but stuff like that doesn't help. You're going to see right away, players only meeting, right? Let me ask you this, because Joe Flacco is like a veteran. I mean, he's very respected around the league. Has he been there long enough? No, he hasn't.
He's only been there, 3 weeks?
Right, but I get it. But has his history, like Aaron Rodgers has only been in Pittsburgh for 2 months.
Right.
If he, after week 4, sits down with the team and says, guys, like Tom Brady when he was with the Bucs, is Joe Flacco a guy who can pull the room together and be like, guys, I get it, I'm new, but this is how you win in this league. I've done it. Is that something he can do?
He can try, but I do think it's tougher because only time develops those type of bonds that the best teams have. Like even Aaron Rodgers had at least somewhat of a training camp where he could be with those guys 3 weeks during the season. I bet Flacco doesn't even know every defender's name, like every guy on the defense side of the ball. But he can spread a message. He can try to spread the message of, hey, man, we're all in this together. I want to hear from Zach Taylor because I want to hear what he had to say after the game about the debacle on the defense side of the ball.
If you're not doing everything you can on your own, and I've pointed that out with Chase, there was 2 big plays that we could have done better that would have led to points. And so I think I liked Jamar a little bit better. I can tell Jamar's frustrated, but he didn't want guys coming at him if he's had a poor performance or something that he was disappointed in. So I trust that that's a one-time thing, and we'll learn from that. That's not how we want to react. And one of our best players, one of our highest character players, I think in a moment of frustration said that, and I don't expect that to happen again.
So I actually don't have any issue with the offensive players getting frustrated with the defensive players. Mm-hmm. The problem I have is that they're doing it publicly.
Absolutely.
You know, like if you want to hash it out after the game, I would actually want you to see some fire and to see some guys that are ticked off because you weren't performing, but it's like a family that's fighting in your neighborhood, and they're throwing, like it's when the wife comes out and she throws the husband's clothes on the front lawn and says, get out of here, get out of my house, and they make up, and you see that all the time. No, keep your problems inside the house. Sure. No one needs to know about all that, because I do think it's this healthy balance of you don't want players complacent, like, oh, we're okay with that performance. You just don't want to air out your dirty laundry with the entire media.
And I agree with you 100%. And I do like, as much as it almost contradicts that, I love how Zach Taylor handled that, right? I like that he came right out and said in the best way, like, Chase Brown didn't play a perfect game. You know what I mean? So until we're able to play a perfect game, probably not the thing to do is to kind of call out our guys. And you could tell the relationship and the love that he and his players must have with each other to be able to kind of say it like that in a good tone, very calm. He's very sure that that's not going to be a thing again. I would imagine you probably won't hear it again from him. But yeah, you're 100% right. That stuff's got to stay in-house. It's almost like one of those things where, like, I'm going to beat my little brother up. I'll beat him up, beat him up, beat him up.
Right.
But you try to touch him outside the house, it's a war. Like, it's on now.
You got to have each other's back.
That's how it's got to be.
From that perspective.
Absolutely.